Hey everyone, Bob Thomas here from SnoringMouthpieceGuide.com. Today I'm doing a product review on the SleepTight anti-snoring mouthpiece. Now this mouthpiece is actually relatively new to the market. It was introduced in the summer of 2014 by a retired dentist in the Fort Lauderdale area. His name is Dr. Michael Williams, and this is his product. And he developed it in response to a common problem that many of us experience, which is snoring, of course. This is the product packaging. It comes in a nice hard shell product packaging. Let's see if we can get it open here. Not that difficult to open. Here are the instructions for fitting the mouthpiece. Also inside you will find a storage container as well as the actual mouthpiece. You can see here the mouthpiece is wrapped in a Ziploc bag. Let's take it out. And it looks like it's a boil and bite style mandibular advancement device with a breather hole. Take out this spacer here for a second so you can see it has it's a fairly large breather hole in the front, as you can see here. That's definitely a good thing if you're a mouth breather. I'll go ahead and pop this thing back in. I'm going to take a look over these instructions and see what it's going to take to fit this device. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I took a look over the instructions, and the fitting process seems fairly straightforward and simple. I'm going to go ahead and explain it to you. And then once I explain it, I'm going to actually do the fitting process myself, and then I'll come back and show you the results. What I have here is a cup of boiling hot water. I just took this off the stove about a minute ago. This is a cup of cold water, a pair of tongs that's used for retrieving the mouthpiece, the actual mouthpiece, and a timing device. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to take the mouthpiece and you're going to drop it into the hot water. This is going to remain here for exactly 3 minutes, no more, no less. At the end of 3 minutes, you're going to take it out. This part's very important. Make sure that this notch here at the top, you can see there's a V right here at the top. Make sure that goes into your mouth at the top, and it's going to go in just like that. Before you put it in your mouth, make sure that it's not too hot, so you're going to kind of want to touch it to your skin and make sure it's not scalding hot. But you don't want to let it cool for too long, otherwise the plastic will harden. So you're going to take this mouthpiece, you're going to put it inside your mouth, and you're going to look into the mirror. And what you're going to do is you're going to bite down firmly on the mouthpiece while moving your lower jaw forward slightly. And this is very important because without moving the lower jaw forward slightly, you're not getting any advancement as far as your lower jaw. And that's how these devices work. So it's very important that you push forward slightly and you bite down firmly. While you're doing this, you're gonna notice that this piece of plastic here is going to raise up slightly, like so. And while you're doing that, you're going to reach inside your gums here. You're going to push down, forming around your teeth on the, right in this area, and then use your tongue on the inside to push in and form around your teeth around here. This process is going to take about a minute or so, and then at the end of the 1 minute, you're going to take it out of your mouth and you're going to drop it into the cold water. And this is actually going to help set up the mouthpiece. Leave it in there for about a minute or so, and then take it out, and you can check the fit to see whether or not you had a success. So I'm going to go ahead and get this process started. I'm going to drop it in the hot water, and I'm going to get back with you here and let you know how it went for me. So let's drop it in. You can see it wants to float. So you're going to kind of hold it down with your tongues. You don't want to distort it. And start the stopwatch. Okay, I just finished with the fitting process. Everything went exactly as I was talking about. I didn't have any issues as far as completing the process. It took about 5 minutes. Pretty simple. I've had the mouthpiece in the cold water now for about a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and take it out and see what it looks like. I feel as though I got a pretty good impression. I could really feel my teeth sinking down into the plastic whenever I was doing this. And as you can see here, I did, in fact, get a good impression. You can see all of my teeth here. Each and every one of them, you can actually see an impression of each one. So I think I did pretty good. As I mentioned earlier, whenever you're forming this mouthpiece, you're going to notice that this plastic air spacer is going to bend up at a slight angle. And if you can see here, it is facing upwards slightly. So this lets you know basically that you've done it correctly as far as fitting it and moving your jaw forward. This is something you want to make sure you have. Otherwise, as I mentioned, the mouthpiece is not going to work. Let's take out this air spacer, and got a nice, good size air hole there, as you can see. Let me go ahead and pop this thing in and see how it feels. And that fit really well, so I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to try this mouthpiece out for about a week, and then I'll get back with you, and I'm going to talk about my experience using the SleepTight mouthpiece. Okay, I've been using the SleepTight for just over a week now. I wanted to come back to you and talk to you about my experience using this product, tell you what I liked about it, tell you what I didn't like about it, and then give you a recommendation, let you know whether this is something that you should invest your money in or if it's something that you should avoid altogether. I'm going to start off by talking about the most obvious question that most of you are going to have, and that is whether or not the SleepTight actually prevents snoring. And the simple answer to this question is yes, it is in fact effective. It prevented my snoring every single night. I had no problems starting from the first night all the way up until last night. So it does in fact prevent snoring. It does what it's supposed to do. The next question that you may have has to do with the comfort of this device. As with any other mouthpiece, it's going to take a couple days to get accustomed to wearing it. You may experience some drooling, as I did for the first 2 nights. But after that, it actually is very comfortable to wear. It's something you kind of get used to, but something you have to really give a chance. Give it a couple days, try it out, and then it becomes more comfortable as time goes on. So that being said, I was going to talk a little more about what I liked about this product. Aside from it actually working and being comfortable, the one thing that I liked about it is that it has a very large breathing hole here in the front. And this is something that not all of these mouthpieces have. A lot of them have 2 small air holes side by side, or they have just one smaller air hole right in the middle. But this one has a very large air hole, and this is very important if you need to breathe through your mouth while you're sleeping, as I do because I have seasonal allergies, and having a large breathing hole really helps out as far as delivering that air in and out of your mouth. That's one thing I really like about this product. I really like the fact that it was designed by a seasoned dentist. The creator, Dr. Williams, he's been a dentist for over 30 years, so that gives this product credibility. Something that not every mouthpiece can be said for every mouthpiece. This is actually designed by a dentist. He took the right course of action by having his product approved or cleared by the FDA prior to bringing it to market, and that's something that a lot of these manufacturers also fail to do. So that's 2 things that I liked about it. The SleepTight's an all-around great product. It's something that I would highly recommend for a number of reasons. As mentioned, it's highly effective, it's comfortable to wear, it has a large breather hole here in the front. Only one piece. It has a one-piece design, so there's no moving parts. There's nothing that can break, and it's very easy to clean. You just use a mild detergent and a toothbrush, and just kind of brush it as you would brush your teeth, but brush the mouthpiece. It was created by a seasoned dentist. This guy's been around, Dr. Williams. He's been around for over 30 years. He knows what he's doing, which is definitely a plus. And it's been cleared by the FDA, and this is a step that a lot of these manufacturers don't take. So there you have it, a lot of things that I liked about it. The one thing that I feel could use some improvement is maybe the price. Although it is in line with all the other mouthpieces out there, they're usually between like $50 and $100, and this is kind of right down the middle. I feel like maybe it could be a little less expensive, But either way, it's worth every penny. It's a great product, something I would highly recommend. So that was my review on the SleepTight mouthpiece. You can read my full review by visiting my website at snoringmouthpieceguide.com. You'll find the review on the SleepTight as well as other products. You can also get there by clicking on the link below this video. Thanks for watching.